I don't know what's happened to him lately. He's changed. He's got in with the wrong crowd. I don't know what he gets up to. They seem to have some sort of hold over him. I mean, who are these people?
John Smith's Yorkshire Bitter. Enough to lead anyone astray.
Have you just spent about £6,000 on a new car?
Yes, I have. Why?
Didn't you test drive the Mazda 626 first?
I don't want to hear this.
Didn't you know that it beat the Mercedes 190 in a German road test? And the coupe beat the Porsche 944 to become American Import Car of the Year. But it's in the price range of, say, a Cavalier or a Montego. The 626. You'll be amazed at a Mazda.
Discover the voice of Alison Moyer. Hit song after hit song. It's all on this classic album and cassette. Get the album. It's called Alf. Go out and get it now and discover the voice and power of Alison Moyer.
You know, microwaves are really so simple, and that's what makes it confusing. Which one to choose? I'm trying this Delta Wave from Toshiba. The Delta Wave does a sort of twiddle with its super stirrer fan, which cooks everything beautifully, quicker than you could imagine. And it's so economical with the electric. Done to a turn. Fantastic, my Delta Wave. Oh, just in time. Look at that.
Find the time.
Clever you now. Delta Wave with the twiddler. It's fantastic. It's Toshiba.
One chunk
leads to another.
One chunk
Leads to another.
It's a glass in the half. In every half pound. One chunk
Leads to another chunk. One chunk leads to another.
There's no tread, Joe.
Try ATS, Joe. We've been toughening tires and the price is low. Just look in the book, there's not far to go. You get the best and we got it for less. You get what you want at ATS. We'll keep the prices low, Joe. We'll keep you on the go, Joe.
I'd like to tell you about a really different software magazine called Input. It'll teach you to program for fun and the future.
The recovery of Henry VIII's favourite warship, Mary Rose, is one of the great stories of our time. Days of unforgettable drama. Now this great Tudor warship is on view at Portsmouth, together with her historic treasures, the possessions of the 700 men aboard the Mary Rose, the games they played, their clothing, their tools, their weapons. The Mary Rose, the evidence of a moment in time.
Well, Doris, I guess I got to leave.
Leave it here? Why?
I need some more Holston for my holster. I just love the way most of that there sugar turns to alcohol.
That's not the reason you know it.
The reason is you drink it all. Why don't you go and get some?
I can't, not now, not after what I've done.
Don't tell me you spent the money on another moose head.
I did it for you. Don't you understand?
But I hate moose heads. I'm gonna get me a Holston Pills. And I won't give you one neither.
This has been a Holston Pills production.
When it comes to choosing a new battery, you need look no further than Everready. Silver Seal is their latest development in batteries and offers tremendous value because its extraordinary power is available at an ordinary price. And when things call for a long life battery, there's Everready's Gold Seal, an outstanding expression of power and performance. So look out for Everready. Batteries with a life of their own.
That's the number 6 sound this weekend climbing. The time now is 10 minutes to 7. And it's a beautiful morning out there.
Air Canada's good old Canadian hospitality makes flights so good you won't want to get off.
Start from Kellogg's. Enriched with 11 vitamins and minerals, glucose and honey. Start from Kellogg's. For goodness and taste, there's never been a more finely tuned cereal.
Right now, the stock exchange can be a most exciting place to invest. But you have to know your way around. That's why unit trusts were invented. You can enjoy all the excitement in the company of a guide. All you have to do is choose a guide with wisdom and experience. Montague have produced this free booklet to help you. Phone us for a copy. We've been in the city for more than 100 years, so we know our way around.
Yodelay, yodelay. Yodelay, yodelay.
There's mountains of room in the Mitsubishi L300 van.
Back in the old days, the U.S. mail service was forever running into problems.
Late again, eh, boy? Late again, Mr. Perky.
Until Mr. Henry D. Perky of Denver, Colorado, invented his shredded wheat breakfast.
A cereal with all the bran fiber of 100% whole wheat. 100% whole wheat? Yep, with no added salt nor sugar neither. Sure is a help for health and vitality. Straight from the horse's mouth. Of course, two's fine for ordinary deliveries, but for first-class letters, 3 shredded wheat.
Look like we missed post today.
Shredded wheat, the original bran fiber cereal.
Here's one. End terrace. Oh, it's got no bathroom.
What about this? Charming home, attractive surroundings, absolutely ideal for first-time buyer.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new, luxury, fully equipped kitchen. New carpets and curtains, owner prepared to decorate throughout.
You're kidding.
No, listen. Owner also willing to contribute substantially to mortgage repayments for 3 years.
I don't believe it.
They're even offering 100% mortgage. And it's in our price range.
Where is it?
Bristol, Birmingham, Cardiff, Southampton.
The new 1985 Wimpy Homes.
Look.
See what Wimpy has to offer, and you'll have second thoughts about buying a second-hand house.
Here in the French Alps, whenever you ski down a slope, you run up a bill. A holiday can cost you an arm and a leg. Very often, it does. Take certain cards and you could be left out in the cold.
No.
And indeed, cold out on the lift. The fact is, Barclaycard receives the warmest welcome at 3 times as many places as certain charge cards I could mention. With Barclaycard to smooth the way, I'm coming along in leaps and bounds.
No matter where you bank, apply for a Barclaycard now.
Good to see you. Been shopping?
Coffee.
Do you know, I once had a friend who used to fill a Nescafe jar with another coffee. He thought no one would know the difference.
With a special blend and roast.
Precisely.
That gives you that richer, smoother Nescafe taste.
Exactly.
It's unique to Nescafe.
You've got it.
What happened?
It's one of those times when you find out who your friends are.
Make sure you're serving coffee at its best. Serve Nescafe.
Have you got a little...
Hello, love. See, you and Dave got married then? Got just what you need for supper. Tender beef simmered in its own gravy with a tasty pie crust.
Oh, but I've never made a pie.
No, and you never have to. Fray Bentos steak and kidney pie just like his mother's. She buys them here too.
We're going to America, Dad.
Not with these, you're not.
Lion's Maryland cookies with real chocolate chips.
Think we'll go tomorrow.
outfit worth coming home for.
These days, you rarely see a Zulu in our pubs and clubs. The church warden's been excommunicated, the Dublin sent to Coventry. However, perhaps we can help to reinstate these homely briars by recommending a tobacco which brings out the best in any pipe. Mellow Virginia is neither harsh nor mild, but cool and satisfying. Who knows? With our tobacco and your spirit of adventure, even the meerschaum could make a comeback.
For top early evening TVS entertainment, this Saturday's finest choice is called The A-Team.
But you can call me Sir.
At 6:30, The Fame Game, followed at 7:15 by Shh, All-Star Secrets.
One of my guests once literally made their audience die laughing. Who do you think it is?
TJ Hooker.
He's out there, looking to kill you.
The Lipstick Killer at 7:45. At 8:45, The Price is Right, or put another way...
Come on down! Come on down! You made it!
At 10, Frank Carson is one of Michael Aspel's guests, and at 10:50, Auf Wiedersehen, Pet.
No preservatives.
Forward and right.
No added coloring.
Back, left and
No
forward.
artificial flavoring.
Stretch.
Far fewer calories than most breakfast cereals. Kellogg's All Bran. You're eating natural wheat bran with its own nutty taste and the original high-fiber breakfast cereal. Eat yourself fitter, not fatter, with Kellogg's All Bran.
Good.
Something's come along that's made me look at things in a different way.
Heinz baked beans with a tangy barbecue sauce.
Fantastic!
Heinz barbecue beans. They're just a little bit different.
Tear apart a Mother's Pride muffin and put an end to those boring old breakfasts. Mother's Pride muffins, a toasted treat.
We are the kids who love our cheese and we all love Popberry Lane. So every lunchbox in the land has a triangle.
If you've ever wondered how you get triangles from a cow,
You need butter, milk and cheese and a little bit of time. Or spreading butter, milk and cheese. You can't do better than choose these. They taste just great, they're good for you. That's a triangle.
Kraft Dairy. Kids will eat it till the cows come home.
What shall we talk about next, George? Football?
No, we did that back in Liverpool.
Beer. What about beer?
Newcastle.
Racing?
York.
May as well take a break then. We've exhausted everything.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
I know. Politics. We haven't done that. What are your politics?
Middle of the road. Middle of the road.
A look at the weather now. The night will be fine and extremely cold, with lowest temperatures around -9 degrees centigrade. Tomorrow will be dry and bright, and temperatures will barely reach freezing point. Winds tomorrow will be northeast to east, moderate over land, force 5 to 7 at sea. And that's the shape of the forecast here in the south. Now company with Joe Williams, the Reverend Peter Timms, and James Blomfield.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Listen, the other day I was talking to the priest and I said to him, you know, it says thou shalt not steal. But, I mean, what about perks? I mean, not that I'm a type of person that would ever have perks, you know, I'm not like that. No way, you know. What do you mean by perks? I mean, Well, I've got, I don't know how to explain this. you mean like... all right, say I worked in a restaurant. Pretend I do, right? And I've got company coming for a meal and I want to impress them. So you borrow the silver. You know, it's the perks of the job just to have the silver. You're going to take it back, but if you're caught, you're thieving. But if if it was just the perks that you just borrowed it, something like that.
Are you?
Or a phone
Or a
call.
butcher
Say you
taking
make
the
a
best
phone call.
joints
You
of
work in
meat.
an office, yeah.
But one of the things that often isn't realised is that there are a number of areas that, as you say, it's stealing or it's wrong or it's criminal. But I wonder how many people will appreciate that of the crime that's committed in this country, 9/10, somebody once described it, the 9/10 as the kind of iceberg. The bit that we know about is the bit above the waterline, which is 1/10. 9/10 we don't know about, but we know it exists, we know it's there. And perks is just one example. There are two other examples. Shoplifting. There's some shops, that will not deliberately, as a matter of policy, prosecute people who shoplift because, they don't want all the hassle.
Joe's asking about the sort of the twilight era of thieving, if you like.
Crime.
I think you maybe of crime. I mean, I don't see a little perk as a crime.
Of course it's crime.
No. But I mean, surely it's to do with.
We've enough with politicians blurring the edges. For heaven's sake, let the ordinary people not blur the edges.
No. I mean.
I am sure I have. I'm sure I have.
What I was thinking, see, as a Catholic, you go to a confession box, you're supposed to confess what you've done. I was sort of saying to the priest about these perks and stealing all being the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you go into the confessional and confess your perks? And he
You
sort of
asked him
smiled.
that, yes.
Much as to say, unless he thought, what's the good of going and confessing it tomorrow because you're going to do it the next day? I don't know. When he smiled, I don't know.
Well, you see, it's slightly humorous, but nevertheless it's tragic. The perks idea ended with a lot of people being finishing up in prison. One man took his perks so far that he actually stole the whole of a Mini, bit by bit. Oh yes. I mean, so perks really is the beginning, and it's the beginning of a slippery slope. Once you accept the idea that somehow it's all right to steal, and see, we think in terms of objects, but stealing time is equally, in my judgment, wrong.
Yeah.
You see, if in fact we get paid for, and as a clergyman, I say to people, look, the only reason I came in this job because someone said it was a one-day-a-week job. I'm still trying to discover which day it is, but so I don't have the problem of stealing time, actually, in that sense. But I think if people are getting paid till 9 till 5 and they leave at 4:45, that seems to me stealing just as much as any other thing.
But it is really.
Why bother to be good? Look, take an average person's life. I mean, I think to some extent you're privileged in that you've got a job that is aligned to what you like doing. But you've got someone who's working in Woolworths or something, it's bloody boring. And I mean, who's to say that 5 minutes or 5 minutes there doesn't alleviate that boredom in their day? But I mean, why bother to be good? I mean, what advantages is there for me in...
I will tell you the advantages, because not doing that in some way degrades you. It doesn't matter how, even sweeping the roads can be done with effort and with dignity, believe it or not. I mean, there's actually men that sweep the roads, and I think a lot of men that do that job with purpose and dignity. Whatever you do in life, if you do it with your full will and your full self, it does something to you. If you suddenly kind of start taking time from the job or not putting yourself into it, you are the person that's degraded, not the boss, you. The boss might lose money, but you lose something of yourself that's incredibly important. And that's the dynamic that we've got to, that I think we ought to encourage people to think about. So it's not the value of the rubber or the value of the pen or whatever. It's what it's destroying you inside. And all crime, all evil does that.
Are you saying then that all these little 5 minutes or whatever, or your little bit of money here or a little bit of money there, I'm not advocating that people start stealing from their employers or anything, but
money, is it? It's usually the simple thing like a pen or time, like you say,
or a paperclip or something.
Yeah.
Are you saying that all adds up and that God's got a little notebook and he's...
No, I'm saying you've got a little notebook inside you.
I've lost mine.
I don't think you have. You see, I think what happens, the whole business of sin and evil in the world, and is what it does to us. I mean, Jesus said this often in his life. If you behave in this kind of way, you lose your life. And you've got to lose your life to save it. You've got to recognise it's in giving that you receive. It's not in getting, it's in giving that you get back.
Yeah, I tell you, it just seems so far removed from...
But it isn't.
See, it only seems
really
stealing when it's a big thing. Saying you worked in the butcher's, you took a big joint of meat, right? That would be theft. But if you just take a lamb chop, it doesn't seem half so bad as that big joint of meat, does it? I know it is wrong. I know it's
but
wrong.
Peter says that's on the beginning of the slippery slide down to.
That means I'm working my way
What
up
I'm
to
saying,
the joint.
what I'm saying is that is the beginning for you of a wounding inside you that'll open out, and even if you only do it once, it scars you inside.
Well, that's it for now. Thanks very much for keeping us company. We're back on the air again at 9:25 in the morning, and of course TV AM begin their broadcast at 6:15. So for now, from all of us, a very good night, and from me, if you're on your own or feeling a bit down for any reason, a special good night. See you soon.